toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Spartans will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Yeah, and when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The Badgers get enough for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging to death. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. To the air on first down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing your rhythm and your cadence offensively is really, really important. And they've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
It is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Spartans are on the move. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it sits just inside that right upright. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another first down.
I mean, it's just crazy the list of guys they've had play here and with the Wisconsin tradition, and it continues, right? Everybody who's here, you're going to be featured. You're going to get touches. So, hey, recruits, you want to carry the football a lot? Come to Wisconsin.
The play action fake. Quarterback moving. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And that's a really good play by this quarterback. I mean, you usually keep inside leverage. You don't want to give up anything easy over the middle. Nice job playing the out route, getting his hand on the football, and making the deflection.
And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And after the first quarter miss, guys, we're still tied up. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like,
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll keep it himself. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. After the break, they'll go back to work. Trying the left side. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space, it's Robertson. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And these jet sweeps are just so hard to stop for no gain. I mean, a guy having a full head of steam, getting to the perimeter, and that's a nice job by this offense. Get the first down, not a huge gain, but get away from all those big linemen in the middle and get that first down and keep the sticks moving.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Spartans! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. Turning it on! And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. These guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Badgers!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Snap from the gun on third down. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. You know, you build yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Can't make pressure there caused the missed timing.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run from the shotgun. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Going right to work up top. Fires to the tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a gap. It's Robertson. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up...
There he goes! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The Miners have been in games like these. Feels like they had a couple of nail-biters just last year. Time now to see what they learn. They're up by 4 over UTEP. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Works the middle of the field. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Badgers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the 1st half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the 2nd half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Off play action. A strike downfield. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Smarty. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This lead that they've been working with is dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. And some room to work. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Badgers will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. Taking it the other way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Got the 1st down, he's still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Off the play fake. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Caught over the middle. It's Lyons. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Badgers are on the move. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Jukes his way for more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.